Hello, Katrina. I bought a car! I got a 98 Toyota Camry, which is not the hottest thing. It's got some sort of uggo issues, but you know what? It fucking runs great. But because of that, I don't feel like I really have much else to talk about. I've kind of just been so dedicated to that I haven't been thinking of anything else. At least not anything else fun. I mean, I could tell you about how my classes are going, but the answer is German is not going well. And I don't want to talk about it in a video because, yay, being stressed out is so much fun. We're getting super close to the end of the year here, which is freaking me out, just by the way. But whenever it gets close to the end of a year, I just start really feeling the pressure to accomplish those New Year's resolutions and stuff. And I do feel like overall it's been a good year, but definitely not a great year. I blew my reading goal out of the water, which I'm surprised about because I thought giving myself 20 books, that felt like a really good number. So at least I got that one going for me. In terms of writing my own manuscript, I only have 3 chapters left before my first draft is done, which is really good, but since I've started school, I have only written 1 chapter. So in 2 months, I only wrote 1 chapter. I'm still hoping, though, that I can finish that. Since it's only 3 chapters left, that's totally achievable to do by the end of the year. But obviously, if I have to spend time on schoolwork, whether I like it or not, that has to come before writing my manuscript. So, trying new activities and new foods went pretty well this year, actually. I did try a bunch of new stuff. Not as much as I would have liked, but I ended up hitting some obstacles that I do feel like were kind of outside of my control. For example, I really wanted to get a piano this year, just like an at-home keyboard to start learning, but I ended up needing to spend that money on other things, like buying a new car. So I at least feel like the limitations I faced weren't internal, I'm not willing to try new things kind of limitations, so much as the reason I didn't travel more is because I can't afford it. And even though that sucks, it is, that's fair. If you can't afford to do stuff, you can't afford it. But there were some things I could give tries for free, like trying out new shows instead of watching reruns and things like that. And I feel like I did a really good job on that. So I've got that. And then there's weight loss. I mean, you can see my face, which means you can see my double chin. So you know the weight loss didn't go that well. I actually ended up gaining 4 pounds in October, which I'm not surprised about at all because Jake and I were eating out for literally every meal. Not having the car really sucked because we couldn't go grocery shopping, but I don't want to blame that too much, I don't want to say oh, if it wasn't for the car, I would have lost a whole bunch of weight because all the other months of the year I did have a car and I wasn't really losing weight then either. I mean, I know that losing weight takes time and that it's not a change you can just make overnight because it is a change to your entire lifestyle and your whole mindset. But I was hoping that after 11 months I would have, something to show for it. I'm still on week 1 of my Cheater's Diet book. I barely go to the gym despite the fact that I have it at my apartment. And it'd be just as easy for me to buy healthy things at the grocery store as it is for me to buy shit like Pop-Tarts, yet I keep buying shit. And when I buy the healthy stuff, I end up not eating it, and I just throw it away. I know what it comes down to is a matter of caring. It's the same with when you're taking a class you're really interested in, it's easy to get an A, but when it's a subject you hate and find really boring, you can barely manage a C. But I want to care about the weight loss stuff. I want to feel the need to exercise. I just, I don't know how to fix that. So yeah, that's where I'm at with New Year's resolutions and completing my 2015 goals. I'm trying not to freak out about the fact that it's almost 2016 because seriously, what the fuck? Last thing I'll say is we are getting to that point where we really got to get on the housing situation, really make final decisions about whether or not we're living together and, start the just general fun that is finding apartments because that's always such a great time. I have so many grown-up responsibilities right now that are just like really not fun things to do. So I think I'm gonna go play some Fable when I finish this. Alright, I hope you're having a good week, and Katrina, I'll see you on Thursday.